Hi everyone, my name's Madigan and I play the cello. So yeah, I play this big instrument. So I've been playing about 7 years and I thought I'd just come on here to show you a little bit about it. I know some of you are in the middle of trying to pick an instrument for you for next year, and because of this whole COVID thing, you didn't get to see a lot of the instruments played. So I just wanted to kind of go on here and help you out a little bit. I strongly suggest you play the cello. I absolutely love it. I started first on playing the clarinet, which is in the band, but I realized that it just wasn't for me. It's a beautiful instrument, but I don't know, it just didn't fit me. So I switched to orchestra and I've never looked back. I'm really happy that I play this instrument and I absolutely love it. So the cello is part of an orchestra. It's part of the string family, and it has 4 strings, which is these little wire things right here. So it has 4 strings. The first one's the A string. The second one's the D string. The third one's the G string. And then finally the C string. So it's kind of like a violin, but violins are much smaller. If you want to hear more of a violin, Luke posted a video a little bit ago and he shows you a lot about the violin, but it's a lot smaller. You can kind of stand up and walk around while you play it if you want to. With cello, you just kind of have to sit. I don't know, it can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on the situation. But the violins have 1 string that we do not have, which is the E string, which is a higher string. It plays a higher pitch, but we can play the notes that are on their E string. You just kind of gotta shift up here. And then we have a string that the violins don't have, which is the C string, which is this one. That's the low one. They don't have it. And also, obviously, cellos are a lot bigger, so it kind of rests on you like this. Violins and violas, you play up here, it rests on your shoulder. But with cello, it rests just on your chest. So yeah. I love playing cello because it sounds the most like a voice, and I just really love the depth that comes along with playing and performing. I think the sound is just beautiful. So just like the human voice, it can make a lot of different noises. You can play a lot of different things. You can play really low, like I was talking about earlier, the really low pitches that violins can't really play. So I'll play you an example of that. So most of that was on the C string. You see how low it was? Those are probably, I don't know, I just love the low sound and the richness of it. That was definitely one of the things that led me to picking the cello. I just love how deep and rich it sounds. You can also play happy and upbeat music, so I think you guys will know this song. So you can play fun music like that. You can play really fast music that you can kind of dance to, like this. Ooh, so that one's pretty fast. Another thing that I love, you can play really slow and pretty music. So this is one of my favorite pieces. This is a part of it. So again, that was one of my favorite pieces. It can be slow and pretty. And another thing that I think is super cool is you can play on multiple strings at one time. Now you can do this with violins, violas, basses, you can play whatever. But you don't just have to play one note at a time, all boring and everything. You can play multiple notes. So here's an example of that. So yeah, there's an example of that. When you start out on orchestra, you're going to play much, much easier pieces. You're going to, just so you can kind of learn about the cello, learn how it works, learn like where your fingers go, because that's definitely a challenging part of it. I still have trouble with it now, and I'm 7 years in. Don't tell anyone, it's a secret. But yeah, so a piece that you may learn at the beginning, I think it's the first piece that I ever learned, sounds like this. It's called Hot Cross Buns. So yeah, when you start out, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit tricky, but all you gotta do is put in the work. You gotta be dedicated to it, and you can go pretty far. So yeah, now I'm 7 years in. I spend a lot of my time playing new music and being in orchestra and stuff like that. So one of the I'll play a little bit of the most recent piece that I play. It's definitely harder, but all you gotta do is you gotta put in the work, and you can get as far as you want. So yeah, here's what I've been playing recently. So yeah, music ranges. I really love to perform. It really speaks to me. I love being on stage and listening to other musicians and just performing. I think it's a really special thing that a lot of people don't get to experience. So if you're picking an instrument, I would highly, highly suggest picking the cello. Just give it a shot. I think you'll love it. I love it. But of course, picking any instrument is going to be amazing. I think music is a really important thing. It helps us all. It motivates me to work really hard. I don't know, it's just really calming to me, and I think it has a lot of impacts on people. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day.